season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see the number 12 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, Dave Mulligan, Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Rebels' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. It's Martin. He's in open space downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Man, I love when offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row or multiple times in a row. I know everybody wants to air it out, but, man, getting that ground game established, making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we're going to run the football, I like the way they started this football game.
The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying to beat him to the left. Breaks into the open. Running through contact. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And the Nittany Lions, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. On the ground, it's Martin. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts and everybody's going to...
Oh, it's a fumble. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
The Nittany Lions come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short.
Here we go.
Calls his own number. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4.
Talking to their coaches, they said we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll move the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
2nd and goal, and the defense was not fooled. It looked like they knew exactly when that guy came in motion across the formation. They said he's getting the football. They played uphill, get the tackle for a loss, and 4th or 3rd down and goal situation.
Well, they found some room on this opening drive, but now a chance for this defense to stand tall on 3rd and goal. To the air, it's Cantrell. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And that's exactly what you want as a coach. You want to drive the ball down the field and get some form of points to create some momentum for your squad to start the season. How about the kicker? 1 for 1 in the year. He's perfect.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They go to the ground. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Cook. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Now on the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Oh, he's got some space. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a 1st down and a pickup of 10.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I'd keep feeding this guy for sure.
They'll send the back in motion. Oh, they're after him. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Mitchell. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on first down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game, let him make something happen and set up second and short.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. To the air, it's Cantrell. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
The give to the back. Couldn't really get started there. Pick up of one to the 35.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Penn State.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Cantrell. Got the back over the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
They're going to test the right side with this one. Turning it on! He's now up to 52 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you...
And he walks in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Texas is trailing, but they are within striking distance. Kind of like when Major Applewhite turned a huge deficit in the 2001 Holiday Bowl into a win. Maybe today is deja vu. It's less than a touchdown lead.
Touchdown, Ole Miss! The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking that to the end zone, making a huge play.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass. It's Cantrell. Grab near the marker. It's Howard. It's a running room. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. Looking downfield on 1st down. Trying to set up the screen. There he goes. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the run. Get the 1st down.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Wants to go up top. Gets it out fast. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive.
3:25.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Using his feet. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
It's just so nice to have a signal guard who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cook. He's got great speed. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
To throw, it's Knowles. Here's a heat. He's going to run it. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense. Back, it's a turnover. Everything broke down. The quarterback tried to bail them out, but he ended up making things worse when he fumbled.
Yeah, I like the quarterback and his athleticism, extending the play and at least giving himself the chance, but you got to finish. You still have to do a good job taking care of the football. That's priority number one. He wasn't able to do that.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide-out level noise. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to bully their way for the first. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Rebels with the 1st and 10. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Catch in the middle, it's Fife. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. To the air, it's Knowles. Rushes on him. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. That pass is incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Going deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
The ricochet off the left, upright and through. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Bond. Caught, close to the marker, it's Cantrell. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Cantrell. Gonna take a shot. Takes him in stride inside the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Cook. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Might as well stick with it. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't find a single crack to run through on the last 2 plays. Let's see if they go up top on 3rd and 10. Back to pass, it's Knowles. He's going for a big play downfield. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here now early in their first possession in the 3rd quarter. They're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it. This offense, though, they need to stay aggressive.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Intercepted just what the defense's doctor ordered. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And you don't see this very often, the big defensive linemen. You see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Give to the running back. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards. Stopped at the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll leave it with him. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
Another tough run for this offense. And I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off. But you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Looking to throw, it's Knowles. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
This is a makeable field goal distance, but this offense is thinking touchdowns. They'll go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanking the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Martin. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Martin. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Great job by the running back here on that 3rd down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these 3rd down type plays to move the sticks.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. First down for this offense. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. Line gets set, first down.
Here we go, here we go.
Dropping back, it's Cantrell. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to scramble. Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed. At the 35, he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. There's been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
And the Rebels have pushed it inside the 20. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Second down, he'll throw it. Got his man quickly. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Back to throw, it's Knowles. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Third and goal situation, and as a quarterback, you're thinking, I got to find Mr. Dependable. Who is that? It's always the tight end. He does a nice job on the route. He's a really big target. That was a smart decision by the quarterback, and it ends up being a touchdown.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Martin. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
And the Nittany Lions really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw. It's Cantrell. Caught in the backfield. It's Martin. No siree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
They kick it away on 4th down. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the 4th quarter, an opportunity to move on top. They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
The Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Cantrell. Got a man, it's Martin. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
After that incompletion here, tied in the 4th quarter, you've got a decision to make with this field position. Do you want to stay aggressive and try and go win this game now and bleed a little bit more clock, or do you trust your defense if you punt this away to get you the ball back so you can still win?
Punt is in the air on 4th down. He's got it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Looking for a man. It's Knowles. Setting up the screen. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Illinois is dominating this one, thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff. They're up by 31 over Ohio. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory. Breaks into the open. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
The offense changing the play. To the air, it's Cantrell. Quarterback adapting. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
So now it's 2nd and long. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
What a play call, a 2-minute situation. They find the shot opportunity, and they take advantage of it, flipping the field. They've now put themselves in a chance to come back and win this thing.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Martin. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. looking to the big tight end. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Looking to help the kicker out on third down. From here, it would be a 59-yard attempt. Looking to pass. It's Cantrell. Blasted as he lets it go. Another incompletion on third down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Making side adjustments here. Gotta have it here on fourth down. Complete in the middle. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Martin. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the fourth. On the move. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Martin. Touchdown, Penn State! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Cook. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Knowles. Looking to scramble. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot. That's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.